As you are aware, this financial year, the education sector has received the highest share of the national government's budget at 702 billion. It is proposed to raise this to Kenya shilling 767 billion in the financial year 2026-2027. This increased allocation is to support the rollout of the competency-based education and to improve the quality of education in the country generally. For example, over the last 3 years, the government has employed over 100,000 teachers. This is in an effort to address the nationwide deficit of teachers to ensure that our schools have the necessary manpower for curriculum implementation. We have also built over 23,000 classrooms in our schools countrywide to ensure that we have adequate infrastructure to cater for the growing enrollment. This year alone, we are starting the construction of 1,600 laboratories in senior schools across the country to enhance our schools' capacity for practical learning, especially in STEM subjects. Already, Cabinet has passed several bills to anchor the reforms recommended by the Presidential Working Party on education reform. The bills are now before Parliament for debate, and if passed, they'll become laws of this country. I am confident that the recommendations that the Working Party has captured in those bills will help us to steer the education sector to great heights. It is our responsibility as stakeholders in the education sector, the parents, the teachers, and the administrators, to support our learners in the pursuit of their actual aspirations and potential. I have seen reports, for example, that some learners may want to change pathways because of their initial choices were driven by other factors other than their individual abilities. Provide the opportunity for these requests so that the learners are allowed to choose the pathways that is informed by the learner's ability. We should not impose our preferences on our children. Nyandarua High School is one of the institutions that we will support. I have been briefed on the shortages of teachers here, including the 7 that were presented who are operating or working under BOM, as well as the infrastructure limitations that you've heard each and every one of the speakers here request. And as a ministry, let me confirm that we'll work with the Teacher Service Commission to address the challenge of teacher shortages. We will work to ensure that the number, the 5 that are remaining, will be absorbed by TSC, especially for them to be able to cover the subjects where we have shortages, including the request that you have a teacher of foreign languages, including Mandarin, so that our students can learn other languages other than just English and Swahili. We want to confirm as well that we will also support you on the infrastructural requests that you made. Number 1, the ministry will provide you with 10 million Kenya shillings to start the construction of the administration block. Number 2, the ministry will provide a further 5 million shillings for the construction of the ablution block for the girls.
I didn't know that chuma yangu ilikuwa kwa moto. And you started off by telling me that the access to the school, even for this function, is not very good. But I didn't know that I didn't have the weighty of the issue of access. Our chief guest, like you have requested, I'll get back to the office and plan the tarmacking of the access to Nyandarua High School. And because you have also aligned your team of those who accompanied you, should you land on another request, I will still be counted in those who will support you. And I thank God.
I feel nostalgic to see the students because I sat in a similar place as these young men and women sit today. That alone tells you, dear students, that you can become anything and everything that you dream of in future. Take me as a living example. This school holds a singular distinction. We have been reminded that it is the only mixed national secondary school in the entire country of Kenya. And therefore, it's something to be proud of as the people of Nyandarua, as parents, as students, because of this particular institution. And we know that our students, as we celebrate you here today, allow me to remind you that success is not a single thunderclap. Please, every morning, embrace your humility, embrace your discipline, and embrace your hard work, and that will be okay. I want to congratulate the school for the 94% transition to university in the past 1 year, and for the good performance, even as we look forward to a 100% transition to university in the year 2026. And with that, I want to thank the parents for all the sacrifice that you make to support the students, for the teachers led by the principal, for all the work that you're doing to shape the lives of the students. May the labor of your hands be blessed. We want to recognize the church. We want to thank the administration and all the stakeholders that have made this possible. And as I finish, in the interest of time, to those we celebrate today, I say congratulations. And to those who did not receive awards or recognition today,